Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this little work to do in the workshop, but I'm gonna go ahead and take care of dinner because you know what? You gotta eat. Hold on, I'm gonna grab some water. It's hot out here. We have been to E2 Blue's house. Took care of his air conditioning. He's got a roof problem we're going to have to take care of, and that's going to be hot, and we need to be there early. But I've got some work I got to do for Sandra and Don working on the countertop and stuff. So what I'm going to do is, I'm doing great, man. I had a couple of chickens that were in the freezer, and so I took them out last night and thawed them out, and I ended up doing, this is like a Peruvian chicken. And I'm going to use my smoker out here. Got it actually up about 350. Now here's the great thing. I know I get a lot of grief. I get a lot of grief because I use propane. But for a guy like me, propane's easy because you still get the smoke flavor and everything else. What I've done here, I want you to take a look. We've got our door down here, and you see we got smoke. Okay, I've actually put some oak charcoal in there and some apple wood chips in there, so I'll get some smoke. And I've got it working at 350. Yeah, I know. Vegas, well, they have to investigate. If somebody makes a complaint, whether they think it's frivolous or not, they still have to investigate. So they're going to look at it. And in the end, what it'll be is Vegas will say, well, sorry, there's nothing there for a criminal assault. And then he's going to take it to, of course, civil and try and sue him for some money. That's how this is going to go. That's exactly how it's going to go. We all know that. But take a look at this. Now, listen, here's what you do with this chicken, okay? You want some great chicken? Take some lime juice, take some cumin, take some garlic, lots of garlic. Take some olive oil, take some rosemary, take some oregano, and put all that in the blender. Ooh, and this is what you get. You get this on the chicken. So we put that on the chicken. Now what we did was we took the skin, we pulled the skin up a bit on here, right? And we dumped some of that up underneath of it. We marinated this whole chicken right here like that. And you're gonna cook it for about 2 hours at 350. That's it. So I'm gonna grab my rubber gloves. Hold on. I'm gonna grab my rubber gloves and I'm gonna put them on in here. Am I planning? Well, we're going to try to. Now, the problem with doing live at the tailgates is sometimes the signal isn't as good as you'd like. Damn, my gloves literally melted. You know it's hot when the gloves melt. That's the one. Oh, I'm sorry, Dougie. Didn't see you there. That's the one thing that's bad about the granite on the countertops out here. It's hot with that sun. They get rather warm. And of course, my other biggest problem is the gloves don't fit. So you must have quit. So that's one of them. But that'll be good enough for me to get the chickens on. So there's not going to be much watching of me cooking the chicken because it's going to be just putting it in and waiting. But this is one of those things that you spend a little bit of time prepping. The rest of it, the smoker's going to do all the work. It's set 350. It's going to stay right at 350. I'll come out here, put a few more pieces of charcoal on there and a few more chunks of wood, and it's going to take care of it. What was up Val each of? Oh, it was the drain. The unit was not sitting level, so it wasn't draining right. And also, he's got a roof leak where all the rain and showers literally blew off some of the shingles and tar paper. So I'm going to have to go back another day with an extension ladder and go 2 stories up and put some shingles on. But excuse me for a second here. Look, you see all that seasoning on that chicken? Look at that. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh. Look at that. Oh, look, take a good look. Because what we're going to do is we're going to let this cook, and then we're going to come back later, and we'll have some more to talk about. Thing I love out here, this is, like I said, this is my outdoor kitchen. I'm still working on it, but I love the fact that I can come out here just like I'm in the house, and I can clean my shit up out here. Look into one of those. Sorry, look into one of those what? Ooh. Damn, that water's hot. Pit barrel cookers. Look into one of those. They're great. Well, I know. Are you talking about the pit barrel ones, or are you talking about the like egg ones? Those egg ones are the bomb too, and they work really, really well. Again, but here's the thing that I like about my smoker here. When we get ready for the tailgate for the Redskin game, you know how many pork shoulders? I'll have about 12 pork shoulders in there smoking at the same time. And so I'll smoke all those the day before the game because it's a 1 o'clock kickoff. And I'll pull it here the night before and we'll warm it up and we will have some bomb ass sliders. I was thirsty. So that's it. You see I got a little smoke. And got myself a little bit of smoke here for it. Chicken. I actually forgot. I got my thermometer. Got my thermometer set at 165. It's got an alarm on it, so it'll let me know when it's ready. Look. Ooh-wee. Because we ain't trying to cook any meat raw. Just ain't. Just ain't gonna happen. All right, so here's how we sit right now. We got Zeke Elliott being investigated by the police. Surprise, surprise. Like I said, they have to investigate. If somebody makes a complaint, you have to look into it and see, is there anything to it? And if you investigate it, you go through and you don't find anything, you say, sorry, there's not enough there to make charges, which is what happened before. When the alleged victim of the domestic violence, she made a complaint to the police department. The police investigated and said, sorry, there's not enough there to make a arrest or a charge or bring a case. She then went to the district attorney and filed a charge as well. And they went through, investigated, and said, well, maybe something happened, but there's not enough evidence to prove that something happened, in which case they didn't bring any charges. And from there, we went to the NFL, and the NFL decided to do their own investigation, in which case they said, well, we found this, and we believe he's guilty. And so they ended up basically being judge, executioner, and all that, and ended up saying, Zeke, you're suspended. So that's where we are with those situations. Hang on 1 second. Let me get this. Whew. There's always so much to do around here. I've got all my spices and my herbs that are growing here on the deck. And so you can see my tomatoes over there getting ripe. They're thirsty. It's hot and they're thirsty. So that's where we are. And our chicken right now, it's got a long ways to go. It's only about 50 degrees inside of it. So yeah, it's going to be a couple hours. So what we'll do is we'll let this cook, and I'll come back later. Sorry guys. It's not like stir frying like yesterday where you can see me do a whole lot. This is easy. Go figure. You can watch me water the plants if you want. There's that. As soon as the water can gets filled. Whew. I don't know why, but I'm tired today. I'm real tired, boss. This is real hard cooking. I'm slaving over a hot stove. Still slaving over this hot stove. It's hot. It's real hot. It's real hot. And it's not done yet. And I'm hungry. I could leave the camera on, you could just watch the chicken here. It is about 96 out here right now. I'd say over here by the stove it's a little warmer. Still a little bit of stuff on here. I'm going to clean that off. Hey, that was somebody else's kids, not mine. I wish I had some kids. Yeah, I wish Michael would try some stuff like that. Boom! It'd be the last time. If you have a favorite cowboy, who's it? Jalen Smith? Roger Staubach. Although, I tell you what, I liked Randy White a lot this weekend. Randy White was cool people. Of course, but you got to have Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach is the guy. Everything starts right there. And from there, you go elsewhere. I'd never met Randy White before, but Randy White was cool. He was definitely really, really cool. He's the kind of guy that you'd say, you know what, let's get a 12-pack of beer and let's just go hang out. And I think you'd hear some great stories. Jalen Smith was cool too. He was boxing with Jobu. You know, my dream is to be able to, tell you what, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to go have a seat. Let's have a seat, okay? I've been working hard all day. I was going to go down here and work on the countertop, and I still need to work on the countertop and get the edge glued on it. But I built these cabinets over here last year. And I'm going to get another TV when I get the extra cash to go in here. Get a 65-inch, so that way the 65-inch TV outside, right? Not too bad looking. It's weatherproof. I'm cooking actually Peruvian chicken. Can't you see how hard I'm working cooking? It's in the smoker for the next 2 hours. I'm not going to be live streaming the whole time. I'm actually taking a break before I go back into the man cave here, up to the shop. And we're going to go ahead. Got some fish food here. Let me know how the signal is, because I'm not sure how it works in my backyard. But I'm going to take a little break before I go back into work. All right. And I should have brought myself something to drink. Let's take this down a notch. And there we go. Let's take you down a little bit. Ah! Take you down a little bit. And the fish are getting friendlier now. Okay. Let's get this squared away. And there's my babies. Look at them. Hey guys, how y'all doing? You hungry? Let's see if they go. Come on. Yep, there they are. So this is my fortress of solitude. When the trolls bother me, when life gets to be too hard, when shit happens, I come out here to relax, think, clear my head, and get ready to make the fight. I gotta tell you, life is strange sometimes. I like to try and think that I try and look out for other people. I like to think that I do my share to be a good person in the community. But for some reason, people think I'm an asshole. And I don't get that. You go out of your way and try and help some people, and people will try and take advantage of you, and I don't get that. And I don't know if that's just the way it is with the younger generation, and maybe I was just brought up differently than the way everybody else is now. Oh man, I'm here. That's where, like Tony Dorsett's like, how are you a Cowboy fan living in the DC area? It's because I'm here sticking it to the Redskins, man. I am a thorn in their side, you know? I am that splinter that gets in your bare foot that, every time, oh, it hurts. Oh, yeah. But I just don't understand why there's so much hate all the way around. You know, just because I like my quarterback, I've got people that literally are sending me death threats that are crazy. And when you heard, I don't know if you heard about this Instagrammer who dude cut her head off live. And it's like, you know, you hear about this New York Giant player who ended up getting into a fight, domestic violence, where, you know, he kicked her, knocked her out, stepped on her neck, and it's like, dude, do you think that that's going to make her fall in line and love you? It's not. It's going to make things worse, because now you might go to jail, you lost a career, and you probably lost the woman as well. Before we do something stupid and crazy that we might want to regret, take a step back and think, how will this affect the rest of my life? And when you think about poor, Miss Anita, who a week or two ago did not think about the fact that her father was going to be gone. Life is precious. Time is fragile. Life's too short to worry about stupid stuff, you know? Sometimes you got to stop and smell the roses or feed the fish. Right, guys? They'll agree with you. Yeah, stop and feed the fish. Well, I guess I've taken my rest for the day. Time to get back to work. You guys good? I wonder what the retired people are doing right now. I wonder if I'll live long enough to be able to retire. Well, I got work to do in the shop, and I got dinner to finish cooking. Anytime there's a position open for Cowboys radio, take it. My voice is great to listen to, do playback. Yeah, I don't think they're going to offer me that, and I don't know that my wife wants to move to Texas. Her job and career is up here, along with both of our families. I can do it remotely, but I appreciate that. And it's funny because I've had a couple of people say that you have a voice and looks for radio. And I kind of, when I hear my own voice, it's kind of like, really? I don't like my voice. It's not like I've got like Law Nation's voice. We're listening to nothing but the best. You know, he's got a voice for it. I don't know about me. Well, all right, gang. I'll come back later on when the chicken is close to being done so we can see it, what it looks like. So, as always, I want to thank you guys for being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Yeah, they're coy. You're retired, James Smith. You're retired. Okay, you want me to just leave the camera on with the fish? I could do that. We could just watch the kois swim around and things all day. I mean, that could be a YouTube channel, a relaxation channel. So if I would stop talking, just listen to the waterfall and the birds. We'll do that for a second. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Me and my daughter lives in California. We dug this out by hand when we first moved here like 16 years ago. There used to be a stump right here in the middle of it, and it had rotted out, fortunately, so that made it a little bit easier. But I have sat out here on many an evening and on many a night contemplating life. All right, guys, I'll hit you back up in about 2 hours when the chicken is done so we can see the rest of that. And what we're going to do is, oh, look, there's one of, look at this. I'm going to feel, not move. But down there on the rock with the moss is one of the frogs. Let me see. Can you see him? Hey, Froggy. Boom, right there. So my backyard is like a wildlife sanctuary. I got tons of frogs, and I've got like 10 chipmunks and squirrels. Time to time I'll see a fox. I have seen deer on the other side of the fence looking at the pond. I've even seen a few wild turkeys.